Welcome to another episode of Am I the Asshole? Who said yeah? It's not about me. So today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to read 3 different ones. One is branded Not the Asshole, another is branded The Asshole, and the third one is Everyone's an Asshole. I want to be part of that team. Who's joining me? Anyway, am I the asshole for telling my fiance's family that he's unemployed after they kept implying that I was a gold digger? His family sound like a treat. So my fiance, male 33, comes from a well-off family. I, female 29, come from a working class family. My fiance's family are nice, but they can't help throwing comments at me about how I might be a gold digger. Wait, what? For example, if he buys me something, they'll go, "Oh, Jason bought you that. You know what this looks like, right?" Or, "Wait, Jason paid for this? Only gold diggers make their partners pay for stuff all the time. Just saying." They sound like terrible people, to be fair. It's so demeaning, and my fiance does nothing to stop it. Especially now that he's in a bad place in life after he lost his job. And since he's keeping it a secret then, I'm the only one paying for everything. This has been going on for 4 months. So you're paying for everything, his family calling you a gold digger, and your husband is saying nothing. Is it fiance? And your fiance is saying nothing. He sounds lovely too. Last week, his parents invited us for dinner, and he insisted that we go, so we went. At the dinner table, his mum grabbed my hand, literally while I was eating, and looked at my bracelet and went, "Ooh, this bracelet looks really nice. Did Jason pay for it?" I want to kick her. I do, I really dislike her. I nodded and reminded her that he bought it for me as a birthday gift last year. She was like, wonder how much it costs. She then leaned back and said, "You know, I remember when my brother was dating this gold digger woman. She'd receive expensive stuff like this bracelet for her birthdays." I was stunned. I cut her off and asked if she meant to say that I was a gold digger. She threw her hands up and went, "I mean, if the shoe fits." While laughing awkwardly, silence took over. I looked at my fiance and he shook his head at me like, "What?" I snapped. I told her it was bold of her family to imply I was a gold digger when I'm literally providing for her unemployed son, and have been for 4 months now. They all looked shocked. She glanced at me in shock and his dad asked if it was true, and my fiance just froze but looked so angry. An argument ensued and dinner was cut short, and we had to leave after they started berating him. What a family! He had a rage fit in the car, just yelling and lashing at me. In my defense, I said that he sat by and let his mum continually imply that I was a gold digger. But he said that they never outright called me a gold digger, so it was all in my head. Gaslighting much? He said I still had no right to take advantage of his unfortunate circumstance, to get back at his mum and expose him to the family. His parents went on about how disappointed they were, and now as a result, he got disinvited from Thanksgiving. What the shit? He blew up at me because of it this morning and kept saying I screwed him over so badly when he was just an innocent bystander. Gaslighting.com. Okay, are you the asshole? Most certainly not. His family sound like terrible people. They actually sound like snobs. They look down at people. They basically value people on what they can provide financially instead of what kind of people they are. If I'm being completely generous to your husband, he's probably had to put up with a lot of this his whole life, growing up and being made to feel inadequate, and like he's not providing or he's not doing enough, he's not good enough. Unfortunately, the moment it's you taking the brunt of that onslaught of insults and judgment, he doesn't defend you. He lets you take it like he used to. He should have stood up for you the first moment they even insinuated you was a gold digger. Instead, he was happy for it to go along because it probably made him feel like his family were proud of him in some way. Personally, I don't think he's good enough for you. I think anyone that would allow his family to talk to you and demean you like that, whilst you're providing for them, is never really gonna put your feelings first. But hey, who am I, other than just a cool, awesome genius online? Okay, moving on to asshole. Not me! Stop saying it. Am I the asshole for being mildly annoyed at my girlfriend for using one of my eggs? Unless he means he personally is like the one man in the world that can grow his own belly eggs, then I'm gonna say yeah, he probably is the asshole. I eat the same breakfast every work day. Oh, he already sounds controlling, doesn't he? 6 fried eggs and an orange. Bloody hell. Yes, I know that is a lot of food for most people, but I weigh 300 pounds and need to be sure I don't get hungry before lunch. Sounds like a giant baby. My girlfriend is well aware of this. She doesn't like eggs and never eats them, so it works out perfectly because each week when we go grocery shopping, I buy a pack of 30 eggs, which lasts exactly the week. 6 eggs times 5 days equals 30. I'm glad he put that formula there because I just couldn't have figured that out myself. I work Thursday to Monday every week. This past Sunday evening, when I had 6 eggs left in the carton for Monday morning, I was in the shower and came out to discover that my girlfriend had used one of my eggs to make a cake. She did what? It's better be a birthday cake for you, otherwise she's gone, mate. I wasn't really upset with her, but I was mildly annoyed because she knows full well that I was planning to eat it for breakfast the next day, and it was too late to go back out to get more eggs. I asked her to please let me know next time we're at the grocery store if she plans to need an egg that week so we can buy extra. Do you plan to use an egg this Thursday? Oh God, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. Friday though, definitely gonna need one. She said I'm being ridiculous, that it's just one egg, and that she shouldn't have to plan everything ahead like that. Again, I want to emphasize that I'm not actually mad at her, just mildly annoyed. But she seems to think even that's an overreaction. Am I the asshole? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you haven't made a huge deal out of it. You said you was mildly annoyed and you kinda like, probably passive-aggressively saying, "Tell me next time you need an egg." All of that was conjecture from me, by the way. You can't expect people to know when they're gonna need an egg. And eggs, they're used in so many different things that you cook. Just buy extra eggs. Don't just buy the exact amount of eggs that you want. This may be assumed that perhaps every so often your girlfriend might want to eat an egg. Let's move on from the eggs. Okay, everyone sucks apparently. Let's see if I agree. I mean, generally, I do. Am I the asshole for putting my friend's kid out of my house? Oh God. Wait, the kid's gonna suck as well. This happened yesterday when my friend asked if she could stop by since she was in the area. I told her sure, and she showed up not much later. I didn't expect her to have her son with her when she came. I didn't really mind because I wasn't trying to do anything crazy or say anything crazy. Her son is 12, by the way. What? I didn't really mind because I wasn't trying to do anything crazy. What do you normally get up to in your house when no one's around? Don't answer that. I got a feeling it's crazy. Her son is 12, by the way. She kind of had a hurried tone, like she had something to do. She then said she had to run out really quickly but would be back. I didn't walk her and her son out immediately because I was looking at something. What? I didn't walk her and her son out immediately because I was looking at something. Well, what was you looking at? I'm guessing something crazy. Don't tell me. When I do finally go over to the door, I find her son still sitting in my house. I asked him where his mum went, and he told me she left. I said, what? And looked out of the window. Sure enough, her car was gone. I call her and ask her whether she knows her son was still there. She says that she left him there to run some more errands. I started cussing her out on the phone, and she had the audacity to get mad at me after she left her child in my care without asking. Wait, you got somebody's 12-year-old kid in your house, and you're cursing at their mother on the phone in front of them? I got a feeling you do get up to all kinds of crazy stuff now. I was joking before, but yeah. I hung up the phone, and I told her son that he had to get out. I opened the door and tell him he can sit on the porch and wait for her. I also told him to knock if he got hungry. He went out without saying a word and sat down. By any chance, is your child a dog? Otherwise, this is bad. You could call it crazy. His mother didn't show back up for 2 hours. When she saw him on the porch and asked what I did, she started banging on the door. When I opened it, she started yelling about how irresponsible I was and how I put him in danger. I told her to get off my property or I would call the police. She left soon after that. Now I got some mutual friends saying that I was in the wrong. I don't know the story she gave them, but it can't be what really went down. Am I the asshole? It could actually be, and yeah, you are an asshole, and so is she, to be fair. Let's get into this. What your friend did was wrong. She left her child under your care without really communicating that with you. You obviously was very uncomfortable with the idea. I have no idea why she did it. or where she had to rush off to, or why she was gone for a couple of hours. Either way, it was bad, especially not knowing if you were gonna take care of him properly, which you didn't, which is why you're an asshole. You chucked the 12-year-old outside to sit by himself until his mother came. Like, it's not your fault that you've been left responsible for him. However, you have been. And then you chucked him outside. He's a minor. I know he's not a baby, but was he causing any harm? Was he harming you just sitting there, probably playing with his phone? Was you afraid he was going to get up to something crazy? Whilst you wanted to get up to something crazy? I don't know, it sounds weird that you would immediately start screaming at his mother in front of him on the phone and then throw him outside to sit by himself. That sounds weird to me. Yeah, you are an asshole. The mother is also an asshole. The kid's not, though. So not everyone sucks. I feel sorry for the 12-year-old kid that got thrown into the middle of all this. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Do you agree? Let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to try and get more content out over Christmas. At the moment, I'm in a place where my internet is really slow. I'm using my phone as a hotspot, so I'm trying. But I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. It does really help. And share it with everyone you've ever met. Merry Christmas. Goodbye.